They got us pinned down. Like what you heard. We pinned down. I can't feel. They're gonna kill me. They got us pinned down, but I won't tease. I'm gonna die for me. You're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me. I'm gonna die for me. They're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me.
Let me talk to him.
I'm gonna die for me. I'm gonna die for me.
They got me back all in this camo, strapping all this ammo. That's right. Ain't no time for bitching, don't be switching like no channels. That's treason, and damn sure big enough reason. The digger traded graving, then you leave him in it breathing. We heathens, and honestly been trying to play the nice role. Lips flap till they head crack like a dice roll. It's fuck your gangster if it's no respect for ours. Smaller we with all the smoke, we accept the odds. Don't care about no rap buzz. We'll pull up where you at, cuz. Put flies over your corpse and give you that buzz. Black gloves,
Put flies over your corpse and give you that buzz.
That's a bar.
Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. You are now listening to the Devinwade Show. I am your host, Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And to the left of me, I have our DJ. DJ Chelsea Lee is here today, and she'll be under attack pretty soon. She will be under attack.
I'm prepared.
On this this great Father's Day episode of the Devinwade Show. And next to her, I got a super dad, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico's own. I switched it up from Camden's own. Puerto Rich is in the building right now.
I could bring my Puerto Rican side out.
All right, so he's gonna bring that out. Well, except for when the packages come, right? When the black stimulus joint come, then you.
I just want my portion.
Okay,
of it. I'm not trying to claim like the whole. I mean, like the whole
60,
check.
60,000.
Whatever it is, we're gonna send in for DNA. This is when we'll finally do the breakdown because I want to find out anyway. Like you know what I mean. So we'll finally do the whole breakdown.
Oh, that's when they get the breakdown for his reparations. And in place of Garnett Briscoe, we got a different GB in the building. Instead of Garnett Briscoe, we got Greg Bonner in the building, GB of the Talk Heavy podcast.
What's up, everybody? Y'all know what it is.
One of the most hated people of all time through podcasts.
On purpose.
I know. You know, this is the man that people know as the pre-cum theory.
I actually have I have a lot of theories, actually. The pre-cum theory. I also have the a few BBW theories.
We're not going to touch those.
I'm just saying. I've been under attack. My DMs. I've been under attack for the past 2 months from BBWs from all over the country. This is becoming a thing now.
I know about that. They really hate this man right now. You know what I'm saying? But both of these dudes, super dads. That's why I wanted to have all these people in the room today. How y'all feeling, man, about Father's Day, man? You feel like Father's Day gets the respect that
real life
that it deserves?
Real life. Let's tell a true story, Dad. Before they came in the studio and before we sat down and turned the mics on, real life, me and Deb was in here looking at our phones trying to figure out when the day was. We didn't even know when Father's Day was.
Wow.
Yeah.
True story.
That's real.
It always falls like on my birthday, June 20th.
Man, let me tell you about Father's Day.
It usually does. So that's how I know.
Let me tell you about my last Father's Day that I could remember and why I remember it and why I'll probably never forget it and why Father's Day just ain't where it's supposed to be. But one Father's Day just not too long ago, recently, I think my ex came and borrowed some paper from me, some cash, right? Early morning, Father's Day. I thought she was going to go get me some shit. I thought she...
With your bag?
With my bag. I thought she, because I'm thinking like maybe she need to borrow it and put it back later.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's one of those situations.
Okay.
You feel me, bro?
All right.
So I was given the benefit of the doubt. Man, when I tell you, the whole day went by.
No.
To nightfall. It was nightfall. I was like,
he said nightfall.
And nightfall came. Yeah, we gotta talk properly so they understand the story.
Niggas never use the word nightfall.
Just like a vampire movie.
Hey, yo.
That's
Hey,
messed
G,
up.
nightfall came and I kept checking my phone, bro. Like to see if I at least was like, yo,
What's
meet
crazy,
me here.
What's crazy is if I would have felt like she was going to get me something, I probably would have gave her a little extra too. I probably would have gave her a little extra cash. Like,
Oh, to
yeah,
try
I
to
need
take
a,
it
I need
over
a
the
good,
top.
Yeah, I need a good gift and shit.
Yo, I couldn't believe, like, I think she told me that it was like for her, and I couldn't really believe it. On Father's Day, I was like, no, she's lying. She's
Happy
tricking
Father's
me.
Day? Did she know it was Father's Day that day?
No, she was cold as ice. Cold, she was a snowball.
Rick James.
Snowball. Listen, it's some cold. Listen, now looking back on it, I understand that there's some cold people out here, man, that might have been through something that you might not be aware of or in tune with, and they just be cold, man. And Father's Day, keeping it on Father's Day, we get, I mean, men, period. Like right now, I just was having this conversation with somebody the other day. Like we, like our like value and like our stock is like down. And don't get me wrong, do we have a part to play in that? And I say we because I'm, from
As the
from
collective,
the man community.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
not-
take the good and the bad.
Yeah. I accept accountability. I sit with the men. So I say are we a reason for that and partially to blame for that? Yes, but are we completely to blame for it? And do we deserve all the slander and just everything we get and the coldness? Because that's what we get on Father's Day, a lot of coldness. It gets cold. And your Father's Day is in June and it feels like December. But yeah.
Father's Day, I think God gave the rest of the world the karma of Father's Day because Father's Day kind of feel like quarantine.
Damn.
If you really think about it,
What kind of Father's Day you had?
I mean, shit. It's shit like a regular day.
Inactivity.
It's like a Wednesday.
It's like an inactivity.
Well, I do agree that Father's Day does not get the same respect as Mother's Day if we're measuring.
Like by what number? If Mother's Day is a
Come on,
10,
bro.
what does Father's Day get? Be
Mother's
honest.
Day is a 10, and Father's Day is probably like a 7 point.
You know it ain't no fucking
that shit
7.
is
A
Stop.
7.
Yeah,
No.
Stop
I
lying.
ain't think-
No.
Two
It's
for
You're
five.
lying.
No.
That shit is 2 for 5.
It depends what type of father you are, and depends what type of dad you are, and depends what type of.
Let's talk about.
Hold on.
Let's
So you
talk about
saying
it.
that great dads
No.
are rewarded on Father's Day or no?
No, okay.
Hold on.
All right, it's a 6.
It's really
It's a
like
6, and that's the lowest I'm going. But if you're a good dad
Never.
and you like, I have family and like friends like on Father's Day, they go out for the dads and stuff like. But no, you're right. It does not get the respect. They don't get like all the like things that
Let me-
mothers get
Wait,
because
hold on.
mothers are looked at like they do anything for their kids, and fathers get this bad rap of, deadbeat dad, baby daddy, like they get baby mama too.
What
but
about this?
Not all, though.
What about this?
Not
What
all
about
though,
this
but
though?
it's
Can
I've never heard of this way. I'll see a man that's not with his girl no more. He's not with the mom.
right.
And a man might still give their son or whatever something to get the mom a gift.
Right.
I've never seen it opposite if
And
they're
you-
not together.
and you
I've
never will.
never seen
And you
a
never
single
will.
mom that'll be like, I'm going to get this for you so that you could present it to your dad on Father's Day.
Well,
even if he's an actively good pop. I've
the
I've
first
personally
thing-
never
The
seen
first thing we got to stop doing, right, is we got to, women, y'all got to stop hijacking Father's Day. Because when you go on your feed, it's Happy Father's Day to me. I'm the mother and the father.
Yeah,
But y'all got to
yeah.
stop hijacking Father's Day.
That's real. That's real shit. And like I think Father's Day, it's not just Father's Day though. Let's get to the root of the issue here real quick while we here. It's really, to me, it's just as men, like it's that masculine thing. It's that thing, like it's a lot of shit we can't do. We can't cry. We can't, we not, if we cry, we like total like pussies. We suckers. We soft. You know what I'm saying? And that's like men can't show. So basically what I'm saying is men can't show emotions. Men can't show emotions.
that's not true.
It is. It really
Society
is.
says-
In society.
society
In
says we
society.
can't.
Right.
In society. What? And don't get me wrong. This is not just like a woman thing. Men do this to each other.
Right.
When they're on this level where I'm going with
yeah,
it
well,
now.
men aren't going to be like crying in front of their boys.
But why not?
But why?
But why not?
Is
That's
the question.
that's exactly
you
what he's
can
saying.
cry. Listen, you can cry to your girl. You can call your girl and tell your girl.
So
mostly,
none
listen,
of y'all guys in here ever cried in front of any of your friends ever.
I'm telling you what it is.
Ever?
I'm just telling you. Listen,
Have you?
Maybe over a death.
Listen.
Like a we
That's
we
it?
Right, some shit like that. Yeah. That's the only time I've ever shed a tear, like with my really like for the most part.
Yes,
period.
death.
Yeah, death.
And when you seen, and it depends on, and then even then it depends on who died. And you see death like it's so regular now. It's like, you know, I'm to the point where I'm the go home and cry to myself type of person. So to reiterate on what Porter is saying, like even if I look at my dad, I probably can remember every time he's ever cried in life. In with my mom, you know, she'll cry all the time. It's just a difference. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm 40 and I can remember my dad crying twice.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can remember that it was only 2 times
we
let you know.
don't even console and comfort each other the way women do. Right. You can call your girl, right? You can listen, I'm gonna share some real shit because this is here. We home. I done share some shit, low ball, rock bottom shit, and go to another man, right? And thinking like it's the brotherhood thing, and I could share this shit. And I had a man like, oh, what's wrong with you?
Like, why are you telling me that?
Yeah, like, yo, you want some like weak shit. Like, I don't want to like hear that.
Yeah, man up.
And right. And it was like to the point where, you know, I didn't feel like I was coming like from a weak standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was coming from, yo, I got a bunch of shit on my plate. I'm trying to weigh out all these options. Like, can you, you know, I'm just venting to you for real. That's all it really was. But I just use, and I'm not mad. I still got love for this man, you know, but I use that as an example that I think that's in a lot of cases around the world with men. Where like when you go through stuff, a lot of shit men go through, they already know that it's like they gotta eat it. You gotta almost like bottle most shit in.
Yeah, it's like trauma.
So to that point though, Mother's Day is such a special thing because I think women are so soft and like pink and fuzzy and like they wanna feel loved and it's okay to express that. But like you're saying right now, men don't really express that. So maybe a point when it comes to Father's Day is like, it's a thing that women probably know, you know, men aren't going to be soft.
It's a simple thing as the sexes aren't going to be equal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no matter.
But why do men have that?
It's just
No. Hold on. It's not about none of that. It's like this. If you want to be equal, right? Women want to be equal, right? But is a woman going to start opening doors for niggas? Or is there such thing as men are supposed to play a certain role? Yeah. You open the door for a woman. You do this for a woman because there's certain things in our nature and roles that's put there and that are programmed and that's told and expressed by both sexes. A woman is going to say, no, a man's supposed to do this.
Yes.
So a lot of those roles are still instilled on us by women as well. You feel what I'm saying?
And you can't flip that. You can't say a woman is supposed to do this because then it becomes disrespect. If I say, well, you supposed to cook my dinner, you supposed to wash my clothes.
Men do think that.
It's kind of we're just saying from a
we
stereotype.
understand that they think that, but it's going to be judged as, my nigga, you're a misogynist or you know what I'm saying? You're a womanizer or whatever.
A woman could say, yo, you're supposed to open my car door and it's nothing going to be thought about. But if I say you're supposed to make my dinner, you're supposed to make my plate, you're supposed to serve me first.
Yeah, we just know as the different sexes, like if you smack me in the face, I can't just smack you back without some people feeling a certain way about it, even though if it was equal, I would be able to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So all of that still plays into the idea and the psyche behind you know what I mean? It's
some.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you got, like what I was going to say is you got some women out there that really might handle their business and might really know how to make a brother feel appreciated is all we saying. Especially if that brother playing his part and he really like play his role, handle his business in the household with the kids, if it's any kids, to you, he makes you a priority. He keeps you where you supposed to be. Make sure, you know, you just, you know, the focus is on you. You get all the love you get. Like,
and that's when you should get the best Father's Day. I mean, you should get Father's Day every year. Around,
you know, it shouldn't just be, and for the most part, what I meant by saying bringing up the masculine shit and why I feel like we get looked at like that, like men so masculine, there's so much shit that they don't get, and then there's so much shit they not allowed to do, That's like regular life shit, and we can't even do it because we men. So when it comes to like Father's Day, I just really do feel like that a lot of women will be like he be alright, right? Like,
It's just
yo,
like
get
watching.
the nigga a
It's
bottle
like
of Henny. You know, get him a bottle, get him a 6-pack, or regular shit. He's a man, But then on
I think
Mother's
half
Day,
the people might think, "Hey, yeah, he's all right," and then half the people might just. There's a stereotype about dads. We all know about this. A lot of artists come up and say, "Oh, I never had a dad. I never had this." There's just this stereotype about dads that is bad, and then the moms are always on a pedestal. No matter what they do, really at the end of the day,
your mom could literally be a drug addict. Your mom could be. It don't matter what your mom
and be
is.
winning in court and shit.
Your
That's what I'm
mom,
saying.
your
It's,
mom
like,
is
messed
always
up.
forever going to be held on a pedestal. To be honest with
But
you,
in America, that's how it
That's
Well, hold on.
because,
Just this for the gifts thing, right? When you watch TV, Father's Day, you gonna see a couple little things, because they know women not going all out, copping a nigga the watch and all that shit. But when it's Mother's Day,
that shit like Christmas.
they got them fucking diamond earring commercials, rings, upgrades.
it is easier to buy women gifts.
You know what I'm saying? Like that
Can
shit.
I be honest? Can I be honest? As a man, and I don't know if anybody else, maybe you guys could, because I feel like it's weird. But as a man, I don't even know how to receive gifts. Like when somebody it's like a weird thing. Like when somebody buy me something, it's like you get this weird energy.
that's how we
receiving
programmed.
it.
That's how we
I thought it
programmed.
was just me though.
Nah, that's how we programmed.
Nah, hold on. This
You know
is
what I'm saying?
That's
two
how we
different
programmed.
things.
Like we like weak.
Yeah, it's like
We like weak. I'm weak for take, especially from a woman.
Yeah, you
Hold on,
almost
no.
uncomfortable.
But
You almost
sometimes it's
uncomfortable.
this. Sometimes it's this. This is what I used to have.
I've been taking
Look.
them, but
He said I've been taking them. Nah, I had an
I definitely
ex-girl.
felt weak, bro.
This is
I
what
definitely
this
felt
what
weak.
I
Okay.
don't like in a relationship, right? When a person does this. If you're the financial breadwinner, right, and you make most of the money, and the woman makes, she do her thing, she work and everything like that, but she don't really make money. When she buys you a gift, you really bought that shit.
Facts.
Because what happens is, I remember that I would tell my girl back in the day, like, yo, don't worry about it. Don't buy me nothing. I'm good. But the reason was because I knew that all that was going to happen was she was going to say, hey, babe, can you pay my car payment this month? And can you give me this? Because basically I was going to just replace it.
Yeah.
So I would be like, nah, I'm straight. Let me buy for you. You know what I'm saying? Because all you gonna do is spend my money on some shit and then need it back. So it would be more like that for me. Maybe it'd be the concern if my girl didn't have the same paper or capabilities.
I
as
just
me.
think for me it's weird just because growing up you don't receive a lot of gifts. So you know what I mean, especially on Father's Day. So I just don't feel like I'm wired that way. I'm not wired. It's like it doesn't even have to be my girl. It could be just from anybody. Like my homie could buy me something. You know what I mean? And it'd just be like just receiving the gift just kind of makes me feel a way because you so used to being the provider. You so used to being the person that's always giving. You know what I mean? Receiving. You're just not wired that way.
That's what I was gonna
And it
ask.
happens.
How was you guys having like Father's Day growing up with your dads or whoever was around? Like, did you do?
You got a
Was
6-pack.
it?
So-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
You got
was
a
just
6-pack.
like.
My pop wasn't.
Yeah,
my
my
pop
pop wasn't.
deserved nothing.
So my
See,
situation.
that's what I'm saying. Like the stereotype is so fucked
Yeah,
up,
I
but
mean,
It been fucked up though. That's what I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Look, my dad worked
that's why
hard.
it probably
My
isn't
dad
looked
worked-
at like
my dad-
Mother's Day.
My dad worked, don't get me wrong, my mom worked equally hard. My mom is a hustler. My mom was like the brains behind a lot of shit. My dad was like the hard labor, the hard worker. But it was just still that thing, like, yo, when Mother's Day and all that shit came to women shit, my dad had to cut a check. You know what I mean? He had to send that postcard with that paper. You know what I mean? Flowers, and I get it. Like women, I get it. It's a difference. But I think like, people should be equally appreciated in life, and it's not gonna be exactly the same. Cause you're gonna have a lot of people that hear this and twist this. You got a lot of women that hear this and be like, oh, them dudes bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no nigga I ever dealt with, ain't never need nothing. You understand?
Yeah, that's just niggas with selective hearing.
But I mean, you got everybody out there. You got, like I said, some dudes make it hard for us out here because you got some
fucking up the
people out
rep.
there, who maybe whatever. either well off, living their
Right.
life where they can like do it a different way and they might talk a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, for majority, which is, average like men in America, everybody not going to reach, the super levels and
Right.
be super rich. So we just talking about regular everyday men living life.
Let me ask you, what percentage of women, Chelsea, do you think, right, actually sit around and be like, I'm going to put some bread aside for the next few months for this nigga's Father's Day? Who actually makes that a thing? Or is it that, oh shit, it's commercials on TV. It's coming up.
All right, I'm gonna give that about 25%. 25%.
That's a large normal.
Because
high.
you act like there's no good women out there.
I ain't say, hold on, wait. It doesn't make you a bad woman. So
It doesn't
Okay,
make you a
that doesn't
bad
make you
woman.
bad. That doesn't. You act like there's no thoughtful women out there. Maybe Father's Day is a more important day of the year.
There's
than
some, but 25%.
Yes.
So you
Father's Day-
saying if we go through the mall,
That's crazy.
if we go outside right now, and we
I'm
trying to represent ladies.
every 4 women that we find, every 4 women are going to say, "Oh yeah, I start putting money to the side for Father's Day around February."
Now you know it's bullshit. Now you know. Now you know.
If
Dad,
it's a
listen,
watch or a
if me and you-
vacation, maybe.
If all of us in here right now were to go to the mall, right, there would be no sales for Father's Day. It wouldn't be shit.
That's
on
not
sale. It
true.
wouldn't be
Macy's
shit on
always
sale.
got
Yo,
Father's
listen,
Day sales.
if women had to sequence and make a order and list and sequence of holidays from importance, Father's Day would be somewhere near Groundhog's Day.
Let's be real. Father's Day is going to be just as good of a father that you are. In my opinion, you can't say
That's true.
that has to come with it a little bit. You
That's
can't.
true, but we talk about the good ones. We
No.
talk about the ones that's
Niggas
doing
will be good dads and still.
Oh, yeah.
The niggas who will be good dads and they still going rank, like you said. St. Patrick's Day
I'm gonna
is
get
higher.
I'm gonna get some.
Right.
Right.
no.
What? Niggas
Yes.
is showing out for St. Patrick's Day.
They got a whole parade.
Hey,
St.
y'all
Patrick's Day.
definitely
you're
gonna
right.
go buy
St.
the bar
Patrick's Day is
out.
more
St.
poppin'.
Patty's Day, y'all gonna buy the bar out. Y'all gonna dress in green.
What is we doing for
Y'all-
Father's Day?
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo, all that shit.
Nobody parties for Mother's Day.
Cinco de Mayo
No.
is bigger than Father's Day.
No, hold on.
You
Guess
take-
what?
I take my-
crazy.
you
Hold on,
take
guess
your mom
what?
to dinner.
Guess what? Right.
You plan shit
Right,
for Mother's Day.
right. For Mother's Day, you got your mom set up for dinner and all that. That's
Yep.
real shit.
Why?
Hold on.
Why
That's-
do you have your Mother's Day more planned than Father's Day?
Because systemically, Father's Day is trash. It's
And
just,
you-
it's
and
just
you-
how it is.
And know how I know it's trash? Because we're going to talk about this. Is how we know it's trash. He talked about not being able to receive certain things, right? But one thing I could tell you that GB has received a lot of in his life is vagina.
Absolutely.
So therefore, hold on. So I'm gonna make this calculation. For some reason, women think that vagina is a suitable gift
for anything. For anything.
but specifically, let's talk about Father's Day.
Okay.
They think that vagina, the same vagina that you got the day before, the day before that, 2 weeks before that, and maybe 20 years, they think vagina is the answer to
Well, because to piggyback on what Porter is, saying take it to another level. That's because women feel like somehow vagina is of worth more value than dick is.
And a lot of again, I
It
hate it. I
is.
hate, but I gotta be honest. Listen, hold on. I gotta be honest again, because it ain't just about the ladies. Men fuck us up in this department too.
It is more valuable.
Now listen,
Not in real, I don't think in real life, that sounds crazy, but I think when you think about it, you see a pretty woman, she can get way more than a pretty man could get.
my whole thing is
Or a handsome guy. That's more valuable than a good looking guy.
hold on. But now we're talking about, I want to be specific because as a woman, you just combined a beautiful woman and vagina, and those two things are completely separate.
Vagina. You put a vagina on the side of the road. You put a dick on the side of the road. Who's getting picked up first?
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Depend on who's driving
wait
by.
a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all got way more dicks in y'all drawers than we got vaginas. So let's get to
Facts.
it. Y'all got mad dicks in y'all drawers, so y'all
Facts.
actually
Y'all got-
worship dicks.
Y'all got real dicks, fake dicks.
That's what
bullets.
I'm saying. They got fake. Yeah. So
That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. We got fake ones. Y'all don't have fake ones, so a real vagina is worth more money.
damn.
I just
cuz.
feel like, don't get me wrong, and I ain't going, because we're not here to, come at the ladies or, you know, I mean, Chelsea here by herself. We don't want the people to think it's that. But, like, I think it's all different, for individuals. And I don't think I really, no disrespect to the ladies. Like, I done had, my fair share of, women and different, just sex on some G shit, different sex, all kinds of sex. You know what I'm saying? And it was all different. It was different. You had women out there that, sex wasn't valuable at all. Seriously.
They would probably BBW.
No, seriously, no.
Wait, hold on. Let's be clear.
No, to be
we
honest,
don't co-sign it.
No, don't worry about it. I know GB got a thing with the BBW community right now. But listen, it was some nice ones. It was some nice ones that I think. And this is why I said that in the chat when we was talking about the chat, and I said something about it's some joints out there that's super dry that ain't no good, and then I had to double back and come back and say, you know what? Maybe it wasn't the joint, maybe it was the woman, because sometimes I really like met females who was like, they felt like they just had to have sex because it was a part of it. It was the only way that they knew that they was gonna get to a check. It was the only way that they knew that they could get to a bag, to some shoes, to some new shit. So it's like they had to fuck. But in all actuality, sex ain't even their thing. They not even into it. And that right there alone, you're not gonna have no good pussy. It's no way. It's no way you're not gonna have no good pussy if you don't like sex and you not really like into sex. That's gonna be a department that you probably struggling for life in your relationships.
Yeah.
So it's no way that all pussy can be, and then you got women that go crazy head over heels over dick.
Yeah.
They get dogged like a porn style dog.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I like to say dogged because when you dog a joint, like she gonna put some respect on you.
Yeah, she bounced it off her face.
You got to put her to sleep.
Nobody looks like dick is a gift because it's just like, okay, it's.
Have you ever been put to sleep?
Yes.
So,
all right, then. You woke up feeling like I'm just rejuvenated.
Yeah, but
it was a great. Was it some of the best sleep you ever had?
Absolutely.
Sleep number bed.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
The sleep number bed.
Okay.
Let me stop with
the thing is, like, women think it's a gift because guys kind of look at it like it's a gift as well. When you first go on a date with somebody, I'm sure in the guy's head, he's like, only thing he's thinking about is that gift between her legs, like at the end of the day.
Right, but we gotta stay. But listen, we gotta stay on target because it is a gift in the beginning. I'm talking about. It's like this.
Oh, you mean like later? Yes, no, it's not a gift.
So if I give you a brand new pair of sneakers, right?
It's not a gift.
And then you've been
Christmas.
wearing them for a year, right?
And you re-give them.
And then I decide I'm gonna put some nice laces on this joint. I'm gonna put some like satin on this joint, and then I'm gonna say, Merry Christmas, babe, and present you with that as your gift.
No, that's not a gift. But if you get somebody a gift and then you want to do that at the end of the night, you got to add something special to the regular sex.
Cool.
That's like dessert on top of a gift. I don't, you
right.
can't
It's like
just
the treat,
give
the
that.
monster extra treat.
Yeah,
that I've been getting treated to all year.
You can't say like you said like
I've had this treat for like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
now.
so that's not a gift.
Right.
Maybe
It
what
definitely
women
shouldn't be.
might think is if I get dressed up, get cute, plan out this whole thing and then try to make it like special in quotations.
Right.
That can seem more like a gift because they put so much more like thought and whatever into it.
No, imagine if a nigga,
okay,
but imagine if a nigga did that.
from.
If a nigga said, guess what? I'm gonna go get the jeans with the dick missing, right? With the balls out, right? And that's how I'm gonna present myself. I'm gonna wear a long tee. I'm gonna wear a long tee from 2001, and I'm just lift my tee.
Well, you not showing no.
Or just give her breakfast in bed and slam it in a bun and put the bun on a tray like I forget what movie that was.
Now this is the thing.
They're not gonna feel like that's a gift.
No, they're gonna be offended.
Absolutely.
Like, so you telling me?
That's what you got
for
me, nigga.
Mother's Day. You gave me your dick to suck. You told me to suck.
They gonna disrespect your dick. They gonna say that little motherfucking.
You right.
Dick.
You right. It's not enough.
But my thing is this though. Listen, back to what you were saying.
So
about,
dick is only good in certain settings.
And we don't feel like dick is like something to bargain with. We don't like men, men, because only men that feel like that. And men, we spoke about this kind of like.
You mean a man that says a man that says you didn't cook me dinner, you ain't getting no dick, like that kind of man?
It worked with ugly women though.
Right.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I mean,
I
that
think,
could be.
I think it's
valuable.
I think it's some out there.
That's
No,
valuable.
we talked about those guys.
Yeah, but you
because
also,
they may not need no paper. They may not have no hustle. A lot of those. Because that is kind of like their hustle. But that's for real.
But he might be offended that you didn't give him fuel.
Listen,
because that's ball fuel.
But shame on the ladies. Shame on the ladies that run with it and allow it to live. They allow these guys to keep going forth in life. That's just like kind of like the jail situations when you got the big joint coming in the mess hall to see homeboy. You know, homeboy just got her doing the bed with him, and when he come home, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
Yeah.
He might entertain it for a little bit. I mean, you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Like, people do certain shit for certain reasons, and then it fucks the whole community up.
Right. They fill in voids in the sense.
Yeah, like, I would never do that. I would never do that because I feel like that's my brand. If I'm jailing by myself, ain't no weird, ain't nobody goofy coming. Ain't nobody gonna be like, well, man, boy, I seen Porter with the fucking monsters in there. I know they was, I know they was mules, nigga.
Nah, but they definitely, Chelsea, you got to definitely admit, like,
I feel for y'all.
A lot of times, I'm just saying, a lot of times, women will be like, I ain't getting that nigga nothing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this because I'ma still get my hair. See, it still comes back to them. Yeah. They got their hair done. They got their nails done. They bought some shit that made them.
But women have to look good for
But
men.
what I'm saying is, no,
we don't do it. I guess.
Come on, this is your day type of thing, though. That's like your girl.
It does all come back to us. But to be in a relationship and be a kept woman, you have to keep up with yourself.
So this basically is doing shit that you did last week.
Right, and this is the difference.
It's not okay. I'm not saying it's
This is where we're just ranking the holidays because we know women going to give you more respect on your birthday.
Absolutely.
Now, women will. There's some lower level women that might try to get that off. I'm gonna just give him some coochie for his birthday. You can't give a nigga coochie for his birthday alone unless you're not his girl. Like if a chick that you never fucked with before is just like,
Facts.
Guess what?
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Because that's happened to me a lot of times.
That might be all right.
That happened to me a lot of times where they threw like, yeah, nigga.
What do you like? Post it up. It's my birthday this week and get a
Nah, I mean
DMs?
they already know. They know it's your joint. They see that you doing something. You throw parties, events. They know it's your birthday, and that's the excuse they make in their head for busting that move. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll give you threesomes and all types of shit. Foursomes.
See, that's crazy. That y'all let a stranger come like that. Never came before.
Because an excuse for us to do it.
The woman who actually been sitting on the shit a whole year, riding it crazy and love it, and get taken care of by this shit, by this man.
So what do you want your girl to bring you another girl?
I mean, but
there's a new vagina.
Just get them
let's
something.
be honest. Let's be clear.
Oh, here we go.
Let's be clear.
I don't know about that.
It is very, very hard to top new vagina.
That's what I'm saying. If a girl brings another girl, if your girl brings another girl in, that's a whole like men can't separate. Tanae, what's her name?
I disagree.
With the basketball player Shumpert, they was doing threesomes, and then the girl and the guy started hooking up.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tiana Taylor, the whole camp.
Where they messed up was they did it with the same girl more than once. So what happened was the girl started.
But even if you do it
feelings.
once, even if you do it once as a woman, you're like, they can exchange numbers. They can do something stupid.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Know your relationship. I'm gonna keep it real. I gotta ride with Chelsea. It's a slippery slope. Because in the past, I've definitely been guilty of what she's talking about. Where
I bet women would be like, I would be okay with it, but I'm not going to be okay with there even having a slight chance that this girl that's just in the bed for the night, you might want to have fun with her again.
Nah, then he got to go through you. So natural. You bring somebody. So that's where the woman has to find the girl. See, the threesome will never work if a man goes and gets the woman. Threesome will only ever work. Threesome will only ever work if the woman goes and finds the female.
Yeah, but even if you go get her one time,
And it works.
A lot of women don't want to deal with
and
that.
it works when you're single.
You
I
bring
know.
in this other
Yeah.
girl.
It definitely
she does
works
the
when you're
same shit
single.
your girl does, but all of a sudden it's better because it's newer pussy. Come on.
Yeah,
Listen.
but you still gotta understand that you got that. Your girl got that for you. So at the end of the day, it still came through your girl. So regardless of if she does
That
all
doesn't
these
take-
tricks,
that doesn't take the feelings
so
away.
you saying it's like a gift they kept on giving?
absolutely,
It's like oh,
because
you
I'm going to appreciate my girl.
so
I'm going to
you-
appreciate my girl more.
So it's kind of like she gave you some clippers, and you like, babe, I shaved multiple times. Like I've been keeping myself shaved with the clippers you bought.
Listen, nothing can probably match when you're single and have it. Because when you're single and you have it, there's no rules. There's no strings attached. You like a piece of steak with two
hold on.
lines.
Nah, see, now you false, Rich.
What you mean?
There's definitely
you single?
even when you're single, there's these unsaid rules, right? Because the chick, usually you don't just meet two chicks together and pop it off. Usually you meet one, she your peoples that you just rocking out, and then she bring her friend.
Right.
Now that friend is still tethered through her. When you violate and start fucking with that friend, all of a sudden you see the emotion come out of the
Yeah,
other
that's
one.
what I'm
That could be
saying.
true.
Because I did it.
Absolutely
No,
it's
I
true.
did it too. But my experience came where they was together. They came together. So maybe that's why it was just one happy night. It was just a big happy family.
That's rare though.
They came together.
Because even in those situations, it still got to be rules because they probably really fuck with each other. And like you said, you're really the piece of meat. So you could still be in violation because they may be together. So there may still be some things that you may do in there.
I'm gonna tell you another thing with this.
Anyway, it's my birthday in 2 days, so
So who-
I wasn't looking for
So,
no random
yo,
D,
no,
but
no.
if anybody want to,
Because listen, I don't know. I didn't know what she was about to announce on this show.
I'm just saying, anybody want to slide in my DM, I'll check you out. That's about it.
Okay, yo, listen.
shit.
You got the official.
Her DM about to go
Hold on.
crazy.
Listen, y'all. We already been
I'm gonna
talking
check
about
you
this.
out. That's
We
about
putting
it.
together a Mortal
shit.
Kombat tournament for Chelsea.
Yeah, y'all gotta fight.
Listen,
For the love
niggas-
of Chelsea, we starting the whole
For the
show.
love of Chelsea, there's going to be niggas that's definitely going to box it out for a date with Chelsea Lee. It's
Wow.
going down. I already got contestants that been like, dog, I will 100% throw hands. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to see nobody get hurt.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
Not gonna
said
go on a
she's
date with
not.
somebody
She
with a lumpy
said
head.
she said she's not guaranteed to take the D, but she's checking out the DMs.
She's taking out
Like,
the
So are they
literally.
DMing? Are they DMing
they
dick
go-
pics? Like, what are they DMing?
flutter, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Flutter
They
with
go
the dick pics.
I
crazy
don't
to
like
chat
dick
this
pics.
weekend.
I don't like dick pics.
She
If
like-
you
she
send
like
it, you're getting
Manscaped.
blocked.
All right, no
you send
meat.
a dick
She
pic,
said
you
she don't
getting
want her
blocked.
shit looking like the deli
she
section.
said-
So that
said
just
no meat
so that
nail,
proves
no meat
that
nail.
that proves that some women don't like dick pics.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She just said that.
I don't want to see it.
proved it.
All men like pussy pics.
You got to be surprised after you get to know somebody. You can't just be like to see the dick and then try to have a serious
Right.
conversation because then you're like,
Let's give it. What's
I
your
already seen
what's
your
your
dick.
give them your cash app? What's your cash app? It's your birthday. It's coming up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Give me
do
a
it. These
cash
other
app.
I
chicks
gotta
is
look
doing
at
it.
my
Let's do
Cash
it.
App
Yeah.
name.
Hold on. How you don't know your cash?
I know
on,
my
see,
Venmo
you ain't
name.
even focused.
I know my Venmo name.
That's how you know she like really like a good person.
Yeah, like,
she ain't
I
even
don't
focused
even
because the
know her
average
Cash App.
motherfucking broad who really like on her hustle and be. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
it's money sign Chelsea Lee W. CHELSEALEEW.
There you go.
Okay,
There
y'all.
you go.
So y'all listen. Y'all
It's
know
my
what
birthday.
to do. Y'all know what to do. A little bottle, little ain't.
That's-
And then send
you.
the pic after you send the bottle. Don't say Porter ain't tell you how to do it.
Oh my God. That was a crazy.
Yeah,
that was
that's why
a,
the
chat
that-
crazy.
Her DM's about to be vicious.
It's definitely.
wait.
It's definitely gonna be crazy
'Cause my
with the
DMs is
motherfucking
dry.
DMs.
Chad, not no more. That thing about to turn into Great Adventure.
Splash.
That thing about to turn the
Your
motherfucking
barbecue
Dorney
DMs
Park
is
Wild
popping,
World Kingdom.
Well, one of the things we was talking about the other day, man, and I had to stop niggas from talking about it is like Chelsea just said. She just said that the value of vagina was higher than the value of dick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, dick. Let me say this.
And we
right?
respect her
Let me say
honesty.
this. Vagina will change. Vagina will change your budget. Dick will change your perspective. So basically, what'll happen is good vagina. When you first meet somebody, it'll change the amount of money that you spend. But when a woman meets a guy that has good dick, it'll change her whole personality.
That's true.
That was like a crazy fucking breakdown from my
Like,
guy.
yeah, have a chick that's usually a stone cold bitch walking around skipping, happy, smiling, coming to the job, not
Exactly.
being an asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
No,
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
very true. Because when you get laid, you get good dick.
I did.
You be all nice. You be glowing.
Now,
you be cheesing.
Because that was the
See?
question. Is
And that's what I was getting to.
because that's what we was trying to figure out is because they say that vagina makes people motivated. They want to go out and do stuff, right?
you know that
and they
it's
said that dick actually makes women slide down. Like usually chicks get some dick, they fall off because a chick will be working on an album, right? Coming in here, knocking out dope shit, working, run into some dick. Career over. They're done. Before that part where they get pregnant, before the part where they get pregnant and all that part that comes from it, is just once the dick is there, they don't talk to their friends no more. Exactly. They cut off their friends. They stop worried about their projects, their business. They're done.
Just think,
because
if
women is supposed to change. Woman is supposed to be more. I think she's supposed to change more in a relationship. So men have to be supportive.
Women
support the woman. That's why they want to make more money and do more things and be more active in the relationship. And women are supposed to like.
Yeah, but I'm still going to the park with my homies. I'm still running ball. I'm still going to the studio.
We gotta be able to do that.
You know, I'm still hanging with the homies.
As you should.
Women,
you say that now.
I never listen. Let me clear
She
for
won't
the
be
record.
spinning no more records.
Let me clear for the record that I never said that it's not some good shit out there, some great shit out there. I never said that it's not that. I just said that it's not all good. And there's no way that you can say that all of it is, it's got this high value and should be and outvalues whatever penis or men. But you definitely got some shit out there.
And sometimes whores are the best to have the best vagina. And it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's like this.
No,
right?
it's true.
No, this is real. This is real.
It's a fact.
What?
It's a fact. If
They
I
lose.
hold up, if I
They're
notice
like porn stars.
Yeah, if I noticed in my life when I get into a fight with people, right, that I get the better of them, it start making you like to fight. It's like, oh shit, I noticed that I could put people down. I could do this. You start liking it. If you playing basketball and you motherfucking miss every time you shoot, after a while you like, I don't like playing basketball. It's the same thing. I think the women that really be having that good coochie, they start realizing the power that they got and get addicted to that. And that's how a lot of them become. Because I try to figure out this mystery. Like, why are this Chona whore have this best vagina where people will always say shit like, oh, that shit gonna be loose, it's gonna be whack, it's gonna be this, she done fucked 100. Nah.
But listen,
this is top tier.
But no woman can even do that if she's not into it. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Right,
so that's why I go back to me saying that if she not into it, is how it can be trash. Because no woman can even do that and win in that kind of sport, have that kind of hobby or that kind of love for, like, you know, just trashing guys, putting guys out like that, you know, unless they're really like into it. So back and what I was telling you, Chelsea, is not, I don't even mean loose in that manner. I meant loose, like sexually loose. Like once she decides, hey, I'm going to give this guy, I want this guy, it's like stone cold ball. And I think for real, for most men, a lot of men, then you got some men that might not. You got some men that might be like a little anti-sex. I don't know. I can't relate, you know, but for most men, that's what we love and appreciate, like just free, like if you're gonna give it to me and we gonna do it, like let's maximize it. Let's go to the extreme with it, because that's how we really gonna be fucking with each other.
I wanna while the thought is in my head, this is a warning, because he talked about guys wanting to maximize it and things like this, and this is one of those things that happens in a relationship, right? Often. And it ties back into what we was just talking about maybe 5 minutes ago, right? And when you have a girl and she has like a best friend, right? And then you do, this is a mistake threesome, right? When you have sex with your girl and her best friend, that is a real bad thing, because a lot of women have this camaraderie, right? That goes beyond what you could even believe it goes. The same way us as homies got this camaraderie. If your girl is with you and y'all fucking her best friend and her best friend got a boyfriend, don't think it's off the table for her to say, I did it for you with him, you gotta do it for me, because they got a bond and a pact that's on some friends that do shit with each other that done rolled out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know when they did this with other people. They have a sexual what do you call that, like a rap sheet together They already got some kind of a history in a sense, a sexual relationship because they've been friends. I know chicks that's best friends, been together since they was kids, but done did all types of freaky shit along the way. And now I'll see them and they like kind of like married type of thing. This person's the godmom. They got that, but I know what the real scenario is. So be careful when you do that and you feeling like I'm the man. I'm out here and my girl topping me or best friend topping me. Because guess what? That other nigga that you be seeing at the barbecues, that's her man. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because how it gonna be a one-way street like that? Like imagine if you did that, Chelsea, and then you know, like with Stacia or something like that, because that's your best friend. I'm gonna name Stacia. Shout out to Stacia. And then Stacia's like, yo, you know how we bang. We sisters. We the tightest of tight. I did that for you. Like, you can't do that for me to make sure my nigga is cool. It's like, damn, I mean, you kind of right. We've been homies since before. You only been with that nigga for 7 months.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Start turning
fiesta.
And next thing you know, you had to choose homies over hoes. Niggas will be in the hoes this time. You know?
Well, I guess that'd be something you'd have to bring up before you even do it. Like, if we do this,
it don't matter.
I mean, it don't matter, but I'm saying if
it could be entrapment. She could just do it and just be like, look, we did it now.
Now you got to do the other way.
You going to throw my whole friendship. You going to let me. I let you borrow money. Now you're not going to let me borrow money.
And if that's a down ass bitch, she going to be like, I got you.
Look at this. See this?
Chelsea is giving them the heat today. The heat tonight.
Listen, man, I wouldn't be surprised if niggas was coming together at that barbecue. Like, listen, man, if you cool with it, I'm cool with it. Can I hit your girl off with my girl and you hit my girl off with people into some freak shit, especially white folks.
I ain't with none of that. I'm not with none of that with my girl. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I only thing I'm with me and my girl is if she genuinely, mutually wanted to, you know, had a fantasy where she wanted another girl and we could go somewhere and that could be just a thing that, you know, our business, we knock some shit out like that where we both attracted to somebody and we move forward to go back to living our regular life. You know, we had that fantasy that one night and move forward.
But does that, if you, let me ask you this, if your girl brings another girl in, because I had this discussion too. So if your girl brings in another girl for you and y'all have a threesome with it, that doesn't make your girl gay.
Oh man,
no, it doesn't.
That doesn't make your girl gay.
I mean, listen. The
or does it?
She's bi, which is gay and straight.
It's no such thing as girls even really like being gay, GB. So I see what you're saying, my boy, and I kind of like agree with you because
a lot of women feel like, well, I'm not into girls. I'm not gay.
But girls can be like, they can be gay and not be called gay.
Guess why?
It's
That's
like,
why. For the shit that we talked about at the beginning of this podcast, how a nigga gotta open the door. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, nigga. If you sucked on the dick, you gay.
Yeah,
straight like that. I'm not. Listen.
Sucking on the dick,
you're gay, and I'm not judging you. That's what you do. But we'll do it the opposite way. We'll say, oh yeah, she ate a couple cooches, but she ain't gay. That was college. You know what I mean? That's what they always throw out there.
What
College.
about this though? Like women can do shit like touch their girlfriend's titties.
Absolutely. Now imagine a nigga.
Like
imagine a nigga said, "Nah, in college we used to grab each other's dicks."
I can't be like, damn, Dad, let me feel your ball.
Hold on.
Guys do mad gay shit.
Hold on. Like what? Hold on. Niggas, you know niggas that grab dicks.
No, but
the most dudes is gonna do is like some sex talk, and that shit is just really like jail shit.
Yeah.
Sex games, but niggas
don't guys
really,
just have they dick out in front of each other and don't care?
No. Where they do that at?
No, where they do that at?
Wait a minute.
Jail?
What guys do that?
Jail?
What you talking about? Like a train? You talking about like train?
Just like chilling,
jail?
like that? No, watch out, Chelsea. Be like, yeah, what up with you over there?
No, but once again, I don't want to throw white people under the bus. But white niggas is more wild like that.
Didn't we watch Wild Boys? They had their dicks out in front of each other all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Like white dudes is just...
Yeah, well, you know, white dudes, they're shit like they play the little dick games and shit like that.
Like they'll literally do anything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like they'll pull their dick out at a party and put a stapler through it or some shit like that. Like just wild.
When I was even in my wild days, if me and GB had like two broads and we got two broads and they wanted to get just buck wild loose and we go to the telly, like we get in a double bed. Yeah. Like you're not even on the same bed as me because your meat got to be like a certain distance from mine.
Yeah. Like none of my homies
like
have ever seen my dick.
No, seriously, at all times your meat needs that's what needs social distancing. Men meat
Absolutely.
All men meets need social distancing because
All right, how many feet apart? What's this? It's 6
like
feet.
no, the 20.
And it got in the
We gotta
light.
go 20.
And the lighting gotta be dim.
Well, how big is the room? We gotta go. It gotta be. Don't do no small rooms then.
Yeah, it can't be no lighting.
Yeah, the room gotta be a certain
Like
size.
that.
From
Yeah,
the
right. Until
Dev,
two
you got
girls
friends
come
that
in
you've
and
had.
say,
Dev, I'm sure you got friends that
Drop
you've
your
had for
pants.
20 years
Ooh.
Yeah.
plus. They've never seen your dick.
Yeah, I mean, this is the difference, dog.
Yeah, you
My shit was
understand?
no. This is the difference. This is the difference. To be fair, on MySpace Dev.
I was gonna say he has like the
So listen, so
Let me ask
This
Porter
nigga,
then. I need to ask Porter.
his
I gotta
meat,
get Dev on
we
here. I gotta
can't
ask
talk
Porter.
about his meat because his meat been like photo stock. It's on like Google.
I gotta
So
talk to
no,
Porter.
Somewhere so it get used for like
no,
mad
really,
shit.
really, what it was a nigga just. I happened to just go on Track's page. It was like, oh come on, my God, like what's going on? So I go to the studio that day. And everybody in the studio was quiet. It wasn't just me. Like we was all kind of not talking. And then my nigga Shotty was like, did anybody see what I saw? and I was like, yeah, man, this nigga. Then everybody, no, what the fuck is wrong with you? So Trax spin around in his chair. You know, he always like at the keyboard, like, hold on, y'all saw that? Cause he like, dog, I only threw it up for a small amount of time. Niggas all happen to just go to his page at the same time.
my God.
So now he like, that's when he explained the story. Like my girl dared me, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't till like the next day that he was like, nigga, my inbox is crazy. And I kind of followed back, especially back in the day. I follow what Trax do. Trax quit his job and became an entrepreneur. I'm like, that shit working for this nigga? Fuck it, I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing that shit. So when I saw even MySpace, I didn't understand it at first. I was like, nigga, they ain't your fucking friends. Talking about some friends niggas in a computer. What type nigga friends with niggas in the computer? Nigga, I'm your friend. Cause I was getting mad. He was calling. I'm like, yeah, like
You wanted to stab him like
you,
you
he
nah.
was showing you his top 5 and shit.
I just didn't understand computers to the point where I thought he was a nut ass nigga saying that, like, no, nigga, the niggas here, we your friends. He like, see, this my friend right here. And I'm like, back then, you got to go back in the day and understand that a nigga's telling you that somebody's his friend and he never met them and they're just a picture in a computer. I thought he was on some weirdo shit. The nigga showing me his friends, and I seen this Puerto Rican John with blonde hair on a bike with some big titties. And I went right to the crib, signed up, and made her my first friend. Click. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. I was like, boop. Then that's when that opened up that whole world to me, and I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, when he did that and he got those results, that's what made me do that. So I'm in a little different situation where maybe somebody glanced across my
So let's move to Chelsea. So just to prove my point, right? You got friends that you've had years, 20 plus years. How many of your friends' titties you seen?
all of them.
about 90%.
Exactly. All of them.
Exactly.
You'd
All
be
of
like,
them.
oh, girl, your titties is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, they like that down to the vagina.
That don't make women
No,
gay.
I
though.
never like,
Yeah.
you don't open your legs in front of your friends unless you're
Homies
different kind
don't
of
do
friend.
that. Like homies don't fuck homies. Like brothers don't do that. Like once me and my brother got of age where like our mom wasn't like showering us at the
Right.
same time and shit like that, and we
Exactly.
wasn't
It's a wrap.
pissing on each other's leg trying to take a piss. Like yeah, like get the fuck away from me, bro. You peed on my leg enough. As a young kid, like me and my brother, we rapped about that. Like, yeah, just wild young shit.
It's just different rules, man. It's just different rules. But women got to start respecting the power of dick, though. Because if you pull your phone out right now,
If
everybody.
it's good dick, it will be respected.
But listen, dick has magic powers, though, right?
Yeah.
They
if
gotta
it's
respect
good.
us.
Now, this is not even some GB scientific shit. This is
Okay.
some true story shit. If you fucking pull your phone out right now and Google it, right? Swallowing semen is the biggest antidepressant that there is. It's a scientific fact.
Come
that
on, God.
Yo, pull your
I
phone
need a
out right now.
bomb
What's
right
the
I'm
fact?
not researching that,
Check your
God. Let
Chelsea's
Chelsea.
grabbing her phone right now.
Yeah, let Chelsea
Go to Google
check this
and
out.
Google swallowing sperm as an antidepressant. It's a proven fact that women that swallow sperm are happier.
And they say that it's healthy, long as the guy healthy.
So she's Googling it right
they
now.
say long as the man, depending on what the man like consumes as far as health wise, like it can be very healthy. Seriously, like if the man is eating like his fruits, his veggies, and
what
shit
does the
like
result
that,
show?
you get a
Hold
shot.
on.
You get like a veggie shot.
It's being slow.
Yo,
Come on, God.
No, listen. You think I'm playing? Like, if the guy's eating, like, especially pineapples, they say pineapples.
Yeah, it makes it taste sweet.
Yeah, it makes it taste sweet. I'm telling you.
That's a
look,
fact.
my guy GB know what I'm talking about.
No. I became a pineapple eating wild nigga.
So listen, if you eat mad pineapples, watermelons, berries, and then mix it with some veggies, and then you go and you get some
Where we at,
top,
Chels?
and you go and bust, it's like a veggie bust, like a NutriBurst.
This whole thing already sounds stupid. It says
Chels,
the
come
first
on.
thing that says.
Come on, Chelsea.
The researchers
Give us
say
the game.
that previous researchers, who the fuck, have whatever, that semen may have an effect on mood in women and may have an effect. It didn't say it was a positive.
The real NutriBurst.
Of their hormones found in semen, including testosterone, estrogen, and prostaglandins, can be absorbed into the body, whatever. Semen contains a number of mood-altering chemicals.
But is it for good?
Estrone and oxytocin elevate mood. Cortisol helps promote affection. Serotonin is an antidepressant. That
GB know what he talking about, baby.
Damn, GB in here.
GB
Like
know what he talking about, bro.
GB is the semen expert.
Come on, bro.
GB,
trying to tell y'all.
GB got like a degree in this shit.
I think the real theory is that if a woman's gonna do that, she must really like you. So she must be in a good mood.
Or she could just
or she's in a bad mood and she's trying to change her mood.
Or she grew up on pornos.
That's what I'm saying.
Or she could just be thirsty.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm only playing, but she could be a free spirit to just be, like I said.
Nah, that's a fact, though.
All right, well, I'm sure that was a guy doctor. Let me see who the fuck
She said that's a guy doctor.
What I mean
She's
by
in denial
free
right
spirit,
now.
what I mean by free spirit is you got some men and women, right, that's out here. They like great people. Like they might, and I ain't gonna bring it to church. I'm not even gonna involve it to religion. They just great people, like so classy, very, and in the sheets, she what she supposed to be.
Yeah, she a monster.
An animal. Same thing with a man.
Yeah.
A man like you might not even see it in it. You might think like, oh, I'm gonna handle this nigga. He too shy.
That just shows how different.
He explode. You like, oh my
that's
God.
But look, that's how
like,
different people are. Like Rich said, because I've known chicks that look at that as completely disgusting, and I literally dealt with a chick that would get like genuinely upset and mad if you didn't bust in her grill, in her mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I know like you wasted it. Like literally.
Yeah. Whoa.
Literally, it fucked the whole vibe up afterwards. When you chilling, she gonna act different. Like nigga, like you fucked it up.
They call cum guzzlers.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what?
Ooh.
The first, now I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know. Don't shake your head because
listen.
This is heavy stuff.
You gotta peep.
This is heavy
Like,
stuff.
For the people at home that can't see, right? For the people at home that can't see, Chelsea went and looked through like 5 different doctors to make sure that the theory was correct.
Because
she could not
we
believe
gotta know
it.
what we talking about.
But
not
GB,
believe.
can you please just say GB was correct?
I said he was right.
Okay.
I can remember.
I just like hearing a woman say that over and over.
No,
He was right. He was right.
That's like one of those things you'll never forget. Like I remember the first time ever, I was like, what the fuck? When a girl said, come in my mouth. Like we was having sex and she like, come in my, I'm like, what? Yeah. Like it wasn't even me. I was fucked up.
You immediately liked her more.
I was fucked up. I won't get crazy in the details, but I was fucked up. I had to like I'm telling you. That's why I learned like now, even now to this day. Listen, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be able to be who I am now to get some wild super top right now and be damn near instantly like, oh, where you going?
Hold on, listen.
Hold up, I gotta shake that shit off.
Listen, ladies, this is why niggas do this. This is what niggas is hoping for every time. When a nigga is hitting you off and a nigga whisper in your ears and say, where you want me to go?
And then you want her to say in my mouth.
Wait.
If he asks you where, then you know
that's what you want him to say.
Yeah, because
that's what he wants you to
it's either
say.
come on my face
or no,
come in my mouth.
No. Yeah, no. Or in you. In you could be some niggas that's go for that.
Niggas don't even ask that.
But now
we do like to hear it.
Wow.
We do like to hear it.
You know what? But that's the thing. Actually, what he might be is niggas is looking for instruction of any kind.
The reason
any instructions is acceptable.
Listen,
She might be like, just nut on this microphone.
that type of behavior, and those type of blessings are down right now because women got too much shit going on. A lot of women got too much shit going on. They too much to get their hair done, too much to get their makeup done, their lashes. They like, nigga, you ain't coming on this face. They're like, you come that shit.
Because when they getting their hair, that's like a different thing.
Yeah,
that's if you got all extra hair and extra lashes.
It's all in the frontal.
But if you don't got nothing extra, you good.
Come on, look, I'm gonna tell you, come on lashes is wild. That is the wildest shit. When you come in their face and then they like the eye get like
that could be like a mess because it's like glue on the lashes too. Yeah. So now you mix it like glue. No, that's not good. That sounds like a problem.
Facts.
But
well, those lashes are a problem. I'm sorry, ladies, but
no,
if you
listen.
got them lashes like that.
All we saying,
like
ladies,
bats,
listen.
Take them off.
All we saying in a nutshell, all we trying to say here, the fellas, because we're not trying to bash the women here. We got Chelsea here by herself tonight. All we really trying to say is like, come on, like I speak on division a lot on the podcast, and this is back to that. We gotta stop the division. We need some appreciation too. And men for a long time, we really like don't get it. We don't get it, even when people is putting in the effort.
So, ladies, if you got a man,
trying to
go
get
home
stomped
and take care of him.
Oh no! You need to give
more
them
specific.
No. Give
Can
them
you say something about
instructions.
Father's Day?
Hold on, everybody go be quiet.
And swallow the nut.
And what else? And what else for Father's Day? 'Cause that ain't for Father's Day. We don't want that for Father's Day.
Tell him Chelsea sent you.
Hold on, wait, hold on now. Porter Rich, hold on, Porter Rich. Porter Rich, you watch your motherfucking mouth.
Now because you getting top and a pop shot, you want to take it for five. Now you want to trade
I'm
it.
just saying, Porter Rich, don't speak to all men when you do shit like that.
Now you don't want the new motherfucking digital drawing book you really had your eyes on. The new digital
Nigga just
drawing.
want instruction.
Yeah, nigga was about to get some whole new digital shit he could draw the comics on. Now you hearing about getting the top when he could pop off. This guy's really
Nigga
like
said,
nasty
"Fuck
for real.
Black
No,
Panther."
they call him nasty dad for a reason.
No, but
this
this dude should be a nasty G, because let me tell you something about this nigga. He tells you all these wild stories, and this nigga, his escapades put him in a situation that is not too rare, but this situation is rare in the details. GB, I want you to tell us about your situation with the woman who came forward and tried to say, I'm gonna say, that she had a kid by you.
She really did have a kid.
Yeah. I just didn't want to give it away.
All right, so
she really had a kid already.
Yeah. So what wound up happening was, now mind you, I'm a single parent. Like I have two sons. My two sons I raised from my son being 4 months old.
Dope.
So as a single parent, so everything women went through, I went through. Daycare, making bottles, the whole Pampers, the whole nine.
It exists.
heavy.
It exists.
Salute.
Hold on,
It exists.
just to
It
jump
exists.
in. It exists. I see it a little bit more than some people see it because of my nonprofit New Souls. Of course, it's mostly single moms, but there are definitely single dads where the mom just pack their shit and
facts.
bounce, and it be a dude with 4 kids living in a shelter, and we come through and provide certain things for them. But continue, GB.
So what wound up happening was during the MySpace days, on MySpace it wasn't like Facebook is, where Facebook you use your real name, and MySpace it's kind of like IG, you know what I mean? Whatever name you made up or whatever. So, when MySpace first hit, I was like, wow. I had like a wild year where it was crazy. I probably met close to like 80 women in 1 year.
Filthy.
You was tearing it up.
Yeah.
I was on MySpace too.
It got crazy. So this one time, me and my cousin, we had shot out to I'm not gonna say a specific location.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
We had shot to this party or whatever, and I had met this chick at this party or whatever. So it wasn't in Philly though. So my cousin stayed with her, with her sister in the town that they was in. Me and her shot back to Philly or whatever. Mind you, she doesn't know. Like I had a certain name that I would tell people. Like I would never tell people my real name. So you know what I mean. I had a made up name. You know what I mean? That I would tell women when I met them. So keep small story short, she didn't really know my real name. She didn't really know because she wasn't from Philly. When I brought her to the crib, she didn't really know where she was. You know what I mean? So I took her to the crib. I knocked it down or whatever. Never see her again. Never see her again. Now, mind you, she doesn't know my real name. She doesn't know how to get in touch with me. We met on MySpace. This is probably like 8 years later. 8 years later, mind you, she's getting ready to get married. She had a fiance, so now she has a kid. Her fiance feels like this is his kid. So basically, when she, spent the night with me, she was engaged already. But I mean, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you didn't know, would it have mattered? Would it have mattered?
Would not have mattered.
Okay, let's make that clear. Let's make that clear.
Right. So what wound up happening was, as the child got older, her fiance is looking at this kid, and it's like, I mean, I'll show you guys a picture. He looks just like me. He probably looked like me more than I look like me.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
He's your kid.
It's my kid.
Right.
So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So during this time, so her fiance takes the kid and gets a little secret
DNA test.
Yeah, DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
So comes back that it's not his kid.
Right.
So now she got some explaining to do. Tore their whole relationship up. So now she's on a quest to find me. So because she doesn't know my real name, she doesn't really know where she was. It took her damn near a year to find me.
I like how you use the word quest the way he used
yeah,
the word nightfall.
Y'all was both over in PA?
Yeah. It was. She was in another part of PA though.
Gotcha.
Like, it was another city, another little well-known city.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But so what wound up happening was the way that she found me was because my cousin stayed with her sister. So what wound up happening was the sister got in touch with my cousin, and then somehow, now mind you, I still don't know what's going on. They get in touch with my mom, with moms. Moms hits me. It's like, yo, listen, I got this girl in the living room. I'm at work, and she's here with this little boy, and he looks like you.
Moms know.
So I'm like, well, mom, like what you want me to do? She's like, no, don't come here, because my mom, she's being protective. She's like, yo, this could be a setup. Because moms don't understand online, and she's like, yo, she said she met you online. I don't know what's going on,
right?
But he looks like you.
Moms know.
He looks.
That was the certification right there.
Yeah, he looks just like you. So I'm like, well, mom, shoot me a picture. Mom takes a picture of him, shoots it to my phone. I'm like, damn, like I'm mind blown.
How old is he now?
Damn.
How old was he in that picture?
In that picture, he's probably like 7 or 8.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's 13 now.
He definitely looking like you.
You know what I'm saying? So he looked just like me. So I'm like, well, damn, because I don't remember the girl.
Right.
Because remember, this is a wild MySpace year.
Mm-hmm.
So now my mom is telling me the girl's name, and I'm like, yo, you got to shoot me a picture of her too. Shoot me a picture of the girl. I still don't remember who the girl is.
Damn.
Hell.
Damn.
This is 7
But that's
years
a lot
later?
of years though.
Yeah,
I can't be mad at you.
7 years later.
That's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, damn, like, so what you think I should do? I'm like, because looking at him, I can't even say, let's get a paternity test. Like, this looks like my kid. My mom's like, no, just be safe, just go do everything right. Go get the paternity test. Go get the paternity test. And it was like, listen, when we were in there getting the paternity test, when she walked in with him, this was my first time seeing him in person. And when he walked in, it was just like, yo, that's my kid. Mm-hmm. It was like, yo, dog, it's like, yo, I don't even know why we here. Like, we could just leave. Like, this is my kid.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then the very first time that like once the results came back or whatever, the very, very first time that he ever like came and spent the night with me, it was like he knew me
whole time.
His whole time.
It was like an instant
like,
connection.
so
He
cool.
was
like,
just comfortable. He
because-
was like, I'm home.
Because he was old enough to see, like, to look at me too and be like, oh yeah, that's my dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah, that's what's up, though.
Because
That's
he
crazy.
saw an older
Yeah.
him. And,
Yeah, like, and it was thorough, but it was weird in a sense because his mom like always kind of feels like she has to do this explaining. You know what I mean? Like it makes awkward moments when we're around each other because it's more like, yo, everything's cool. You know what I mean? My son, you know what I mean? That's my son. I'm his dad. We cool. We got the greatest relationship. But whenever like there's a family function and she may show up and everybody kind of somebody like I might have an aunt that may say, well, where he come from? Like, where you been at? Like, you know what I mean? Something like that.
yeah.
Then his mom kind of feels
Yeah, it brings back her origin story.
Right.
Because then it forces me to say, well, because what am I supposed to say? Like, well, I just found out that, I had another son.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like a weird, it kind of puts you in a weird place. You know what I'm saying?
Think about, you got to think about, not to even like, but that's first of all, salute to you, and I definitely like just understand it and salute it. We fathers. And I went through the same situation with my youngest son, but it was like, he was only like 3 months old, wasn't nothing heavy, but she had thought like it was from her previous relationship. And then he took a test first, and then I had to take the test after that. So I get it. But I just feel like, besides just that that situation and how that situation trickled down, shit, look at where we come from, man. When they talk about just from back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, they say really like we all really be like family. Like, people be like family for real.
Yeah,
like, because back in the day, just how shit went down, like, people was being dropped off on, like, different islands. People was being stripped from where they was from and just being, where your whole family, they might have took you, your sister, the father, and the mother went to Canada. The father came to North America. The daughter went to, Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like, back, I'm talking about way back.
Yeah, way back, they would have been like, listen, your pop was mad tall. GB short. They like, you know what, man?
Right.
We don't need a nigga this short for the work that we got here. You know what I'm saying? They literally was buying them like products, and they say, yo, you keep going.
So I just say that for people to be actually like kind of like, even situations different from yours, G, where like, do people get wind of family? You get wind of these cousins that you got down south or something. Just imagine all the other shit we don't know. Motherfuckers could really be like, damn it. That's like, especially look, in small communities like Candor, where we live in, so many people be fucking related. And then when they not related, we just came up together so much that motherfuckers say they related.
So that's how tricky my shit gets with my family. It gets super like that because it'll be like, my grandma and my grandpop, they got 15 kids, but the story behind that shit be crazy. And then you got to count this. In the like 60s and shit, nigga, it was some funny shit going on.
So listen, my dad can kill me for this shit, but my dad has a crazy story. He told it at the cookout, and I have an aunt. Basically, make a long story short, my dad almost knocked his sister down. So basically, Grandpop was living a double life. He was married over here, but then he had a whole nother life, uptown.
That was real big back in the day.
So basically, but not far. So basically how close Camden and Pennsauken is. Right? So basically he's married and he's in Camden, but he got a whole nother family in Pennsauken. So basically my dad meets this chick at a party or whatever. So, they kissing and hugging or whatever. My dad bring her back to the crib. So they in the living room, whatever, he go get some refreshments or whatever. So she's up, she's walking around looking in the living room. She's looking at the pictures on the wall.
Oh my God, this story.
And she's like, wait a minute. How do you know him? It's like, that's my dad. Now, mind you, he's in his dad's house. My grandma and my grandfather are married. So, they upstairs sleep. He downstairs in the living room with the shorty. So she's like, that's my dad.
Yo. That's wow.
Yeah,
and he already kissed her. Let's be clear.
Kissed her and felt her up the whole night.
Dang,
so now my dad runs upstairs. Now it's drawn. Because now he goes upstairs, gets grandpa. Like, yo, dad, like I need you to come downstairs. So my grandpa comes downstairs. She's standing in the living room. So now grandma wakes up. This is a whole situation now.
Oh my God.
Grandma comes downstairs. What's going on? Now grandpa is just standing there with a room full of everybody. And he just got to explain. Whole spot blew up. He went to sleep. I always feel for him because I'm like, yo, he went to sleep with, you know what I mean?
Dead.
With just like, I'm just going to get up for work tomorrow. He wakes up in the middle of the night. Whole world tore down.
Yeah, that's way worse than my family. That shit happened. My cousin Kev, shout out to Kev. He seen a chick out, you know what I'm saying? Like he went to deliver, like he was like delivering packages at like UPS and was like, oh, yo, this joint right here, like she looking like something, and he left because he got scared to holler. And he felt like like on some pussy shit. Like, I'm gonna turn around, man. Let me go back and get this math. Got the math and everything like that. Same scenario. Went out. He says he ain't kiss her or nothing like that. They both claiming that to this day, so I believe him. They said he came back to the crib, saw a picture on a mantle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was my grandpa. And he was like, "Who's that?" And she was just like, "Oh, that's my uncle or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy. Like, his mom instantly was like, "Did you guys have sex?" Like, she wanted to know, like, did you? And now it's just something that we laugh about and shit like that at every family event. Because now we had these bigger family events and they be there. But like Rich was saying, in the hood, it do be a lot of like family overlay. Shit can get real confusing, and that ancestry.com shit is a eye motherfucking opener.
I always wanted to do that.
Not only that,
Did you do it?
hood.
Yeah, I did it, and it unearthed some disturbing things that me, my moms, and we trying to figure out different things. That's what me and Cakes was talking about at the joint.
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay, yeah. Nah, but not even that. Like, it's I've heard of like families and like areas where like they was like notorious and they had notoriety for like incest.
Oh, man.
And no bullshit. Like, it still be coming out now. Like, on the news and on the online, brother and sister gets married.
Yeah,
that shit
see
weird.
that.
Like,
See, that's the
weird.
wild shit that's purposeful. But like back in the day, you got to think like 60s free love. Like, people used to really be on some more. They was swingers in a lot of neighborhoods. It was swingers out on like
but never with your brother and sister.
No, not with that. What I'm
Never
saying
like
is
that.
the reason why there's so much family overlay and weird shit is you might take, like, let's say Cherry Street, Camden. You might have had a few families on that block back in the day where the parents, who all had a lot of kids, right, different parents, used to really be on some shit. They get drunk late at night. They be swapping out. They be doing that. If you got the lady across the street pregnant, it was kind of like never talked about. You feel what I'm saying? It be a kid on that side of the street that don't match them, but on this side, it be some of those too. And shit like them ancestry drones start bringing it together. So you might already consider like they like family, the people across the street, but really some of the ones that's in the house are actually family because of how they was getting loose back in the day. Shit was buck wild. There was a lot of wild shit like that, I'm going to tell you, in the Camden area for sure.
It definitely was. Because I've had some wild times with my homies where we was just like, I can't, like, it's crazy because, you know, I'll never like put none of my homies in particular like on, but we did wild shit when we was young where like some of my homies had sisters and I was dealing with a sister. I ain't had no sisters.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like side by side. Like, we be wilding, drinking, you know, my homie go get his girl and I'll be with his sister. And
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
but it still was like looking back on it. It's still like you know we was like wilding like right. It was like
Like wilding right there.
yeah.
Oh no! I
Yeah,
thought you
well,
just
you
meant like,
can't knock
okay,
down my
brother-in-law,
sister,
we
right?
sitting at the barbecue and chilling.
Yeah, you can't knock it down in front of me,
He
cuz.
talking about his.
He knocking his
hold
man's
on,
sister down
Rich
right
is getting
there?
Rich
In
is
front
getting
of him?
Rich is getting
Yeah,
topped
Rich is out of
off.
pocket.
Rich is getting topped
What?
off by the sister. That's
you
crazy.
out
Not
here.
top
Rich,
dog.
you
I'm
crazy.
just saying like we was this, but you gotta understand we young.
I never heard. I've only heard of stuff
So
like
you was
I,
young and got
if
topped
you
off.
young, listen, if
front of
you
the
young,
public.
right? If you young, you 14, 15, right? Your sister may be even older than you. Your sister may be 16 or your sister may be 15 too, right? You got your homie that you run around with or a couple homies, right? You and your homies, y'all wildin'. It's one of them Friday nights. Y'all getting the beer, whatever. Your sister mess with one of your homies. It's typical. Your sister mess with one of the homies.
That's true.
It's typical.
He not gonna knock
but
it down.
those
though.
guys
He not
don't
gonna
like
suck
it.
you.
He
Guys,
can't
I
knock
mean,
you
but
in front of me though.
late night liquor get in you. You pounding your joint. You ain't worried about nothing. You don't even know that it's your sister over there. Like, oh.
So hold on. So kind of what it is that
That's
him
crazy.
and his what it is
Yo.
him and his sister kind of have a brother's relationship. You feel me? It's like this. It's like we siblings and we out here fucking people. You know what I'm saying? That's how they looking at
Not
it.
even that. Y'all the same age. What can you say to me that I can say to you, little? I'm not your little sister.
Yeah.
We like in the same vicinity. So
It's
it's like
still kind of wild.
I was
it is.
wild.
No,
I never. The only thing I
it's
ever
super
heard.
wild.
If my sister was a whore, that would be wild. Like,
listen.
even if my sister was the biggest whore, I can't say that I would be comfortable with somebody beating it.
Nah, it was a
right
dude back in the day.
there,
Look, it was a dude back in the day. He was like a big nigga, and he used to like attempt to bully people. You know what I'm saying? He was really a loud mouth, but he was good with words. Like, he could crack on motherfuckers and shit like that, right? So I start hanging out with a different group of niggas in Stockton Station where I lived at. And in that group of niggas, basically the boy said something slick to me, and then my peoples, he saw that I was cool with this other nigga, and his whole energy changed. You feel what I'm saying? And I couldn't understand why that energy changed. And then, you know, my man's brought it up to me later on and was like, yo, has that nigga been saying anything slick to you lately and shit, Dev? I'm like, nah. Like, he was like, yeah, because he saw you with me, nigga. And how I know that nigga is, me and my niggas used to be in the crib. He used to be in there crying, nigga. We used to be running train on his sister, just digging in her and digging her. This is how he tells me the story, right? He was like, and he would have to be right there in the room and shit, like playing his video games and shit like that. And we would just be doing whatever on his sister. He be in there crying and like, why you doing that? You know what I'm saying? And she'd be like, what? She'd be like, go play the game and shit like that. That's how he know my face. I said, whoa.
That's how serial killers made.
Right. Now, but that starts showing like maybe that's the reason why he was so fucked up, and the way he used to try to bully people or always was so negative the way he was. I mean, he grew up in a situation where his sister was buck wilding like that.
I actually had the incest argument with this white girl I used to work with and shit. I used to work out like by Pottstown and shit, and we kind of had this argument. Like, she grew up on a farm and shit, like we like out PA and shit, like where it's real rural at. So, you know what I mean? Like, when she started working, we used to work at this company called Quest or whatever. And we kind of had this argument before and shit. And I can remember her just was like, well, y'all just don't understand. She was like, you know, she was like, you know, brothers and sisters are forbidden, but first cousins. She was like, you know, that you already know that the love is there. You already know that the family. And I'm just sitting there, yo, bro.
It's crazy.
Like it's a whole. It's
Richie
a whole,
about to spill. He about to let y'all know something about some culture. Go ahead.
No, it's crazy because it's crazy. What the fuck are you, psychic? It's crazy. No, this guy just says I was about to say some shit about culture. How the fuck did he know?
I know because I'm a nigga that knows a lot about the world in different places and even close places.
No, but it's crazy. But in the Latino, they got a saying that used to been around forever. And don't get me wrong, I never really believed in it. I've never tried to hammer my cousins, but they got a saying that say "lo primo se priman," which means like it's like a slick little slang saying. Like, yeah, your cousins. It's almost like when they say in English, cousins make dozens.
Yo,
you know, they used to say that.
And me being I'm from
like babies.
Yeah, but I'm from Camden. Like I said, Camden is mostly Hispanic. Most of my girlfriends been Hispanic.
Right.
I've been around it my whole life, and that's something that I've always known is like, especially in the home countries or on the homeland, like just on Puerto Rico or, you know, niggas that's from all different places, that they be like, yeah, that shit. Plenty of their cousins is like got families together. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, bro. That's like real, crazy. real.
I can't wrap my head around.
I think it's more or less like dependent. Like, just again, everything. You know, we can't. That's why we got to stop. Sometimes we make things like once they say, oh well, the blacks do this or the Latins. This is heavy in the Latin culture. It's still not everybody.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So we gotta stay mindful of that because
it's a lot. It got a lot to do with where you at too.
Yeah, and it should be different, right?
Like you know what I mean. Like, I live around Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean? Like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to Puerto Rico, it still feels different.
Right, and it's
you know
different.
What I'm saying? Like, I just went to Puerto Rico last year. I was there for a week, and it didn't feel like where I live.
And listen,
you know
I'm sure over there, it's probably some crazy shit that's like accepted or tolerated that ain't really like the thing here.
And you got to count time too, because it might have been, even if they're moving away from that 20 years ago, 20 years before that, it was way more of that going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Because where you live kind of has that effect on you too, because I live around majority Puerto Ricans, right? I start doing shit they do. They start doing shit that I do. They start talking like I talk. I start talking like they talk. You know what I mean? So
vice versa.
Even if I go to another part of North Philly, I might not talk like the niggas talk over there. You know what I'm saying? So it got a lot to do with where you at. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Even if Rich is growing up in Camden and he's surrounded by all niggas, you know what I'm saying? When he go to Puerto Rico,
Man,
it's gonna be different.
I can't claim being Puerto Rican around where I'm at. I can't. My shit is the same as yours, just vice versa.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm Puerto Rican because my niggas and everybody around me gonna be like, man, you black, man, stop.
No, that's real.
Like
That's real shit. That's real.
literally,
Real.
and I've literally been on the phone with people where I'll meet like a new chick and be hollering, like we meet some way where like we ain't actually meet yet in the physical, and we just rapping. And the whole time, she'd think I'm black.
Yeah, you just
and
a
then
light-skinned
finally meet me and be like, Puerto Rican.
You a light skin,
And then when I tell him,
Like the
they
first
you
time I heard
speak
him
it.
speak Spanish, bro, I was blown away. Like, what the fuck is you
Yeah,
doing?
he just fucked me up just now.
I speak it fluently. Like I'm really like, you know, and I'm really like Puerto Rican, like 110% Puerto Rican. I came up around majority blacks, man, you know, and again, it was kind of like, cause I was just penning some shit on like the piece of paper. And it's kind of like why we speaking on what we speaking on as far as like Black Lives Matter and everything that black people going through. It's like, bro, like regardless of me being Puerto Rican, and it might not be like my people for the most part that's going through this exact thing that we speaking on as far as these people getting gunned down the way they getting gunned down. But it's black people and it's people who I've suffered with all my life. I've grew up and I've watched these people suffer along with myself. I've been a victim of police brutality. I know.
Be clear. Be clear that if you in the car, if there's a bunch of Puerto Ricans in the car and they get pulled over by the cops, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's why
It's the same scenario. So just be clear.
it's crazy because it kind of brings us to what I was mentioning to you earlier that I wanted to mention. You know, I'm saddened to hear about like they saying race, like it's now race riots breaking out and like on the West Coast. I think I was on True Life page. Shout out to True Life, you know, a rapper from out of New York who I follow and you know think he dope. But he was just mentioning like how like that's not supposed to be going down, you know, because it's all really like black, brown, you know, we a lot of the same, you know, and we go through a lot of like the same things and similarities. And right now he was just saying this is supposed to be about Black Lives Matter and all Latinos, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, whatever you is, like people should be speaking out for Black Lives Matter. And if you're not doing that, then I don't understand it. I don't understand how no Latinos at all. I don't care if you just getting in this country and you don't have nothing and you looking for an opportunity, whatever you're looking for. I don't see how people could side with somebody like just Trump or any government, because now, you know, the Democrats, whatever, the whole politics shit is fucked up. But how can you be in favor or support any group that is willing to like take your children and put your children in cages, strip children from their families and shit like that?
This is why. When these people is trying to escape something that, you know, is always perspective of what the bottom is, what abuse is, what real pain is, what everything, right? We think we grew up in the bottom unless you went to fucking like some places in other countries, right? So they looking at it like we trying to get out of the situation that we in. Now they trying to play kiss ass in the real. A lot of people is on that shit where they like, I seen African niggas doing it, talking about some like Trump, this, that, and they trying to get a green card, kid. They trying to become, they looking at it like I'll put up with being a second class citizen here than being whatever I am where I am. You feel what I'm saying? They not experiencing the same fight as us. They got a different perspective. They didn't go through it. So they just trying to get in where they get it. Fuck that. I'm going to side with them. But what they don't realize is those people don't fuck with you. They not going to fuck with you at all. And right now you looking at it like you'll be somebody lapdog. You'll if that's what it takes for you to be able to be in these borders and be good.
That's that house nigga mentality though.
Right. But what's going to happen is when you have your kid or whatever and that next generation and he brought up here thinking like I'm American. I got freedoms. I could move to and fro. And then they hitting him in the head with a nightstick or what happens to a lot of us, shoot him in his head. Now you like, I put in so much work. I came to this country. I built this business. Right. I put my kids in the right school. I did everything. Yeah. And this is what happens to them.
Let's be clear. If an African gets pulled over, what are you going to say? I'm not black? Listen, I'm not from here. No, you didn't want me.
I think a lot of
still
people
getting smacked in your shit.
Right. Because I think a lot of people misinformed, man. A lot of people misinformed and a lot of people is being like tricked. They be using like the banana in the tailpipe. Like earlier I was reading like a post from, I forget exactly who it was that posted it, but it was it was a sister speaking out, and she was speaking on like the politics and voting, and she was speaking out like almost like pro-Trump, anti-Joe Biden, and the person who posted it, I was kind of like a little surprised and shocked to see that he was like, I kind of like agree, because she was going back into like just the history of Democrats and what they have done and how, the fucked up shit that they've done. And she left that post there, and I just feel like when you do things like that, because right now we got an election coming up where like people really have to make a choice. Are you going to like support what Donald Trump has already showed you he can do and can possibly do worse? Or are you, because a lot of people was in the comments was saying like, no, they felt like, a lot of people in the comments felt like she was wrong. She was wrong for,
I understand. I know exactly the post you're talking about, where she talked about what roles the Democratic Party played from back in the day.
Right.
And then she basically tried to denounce the idea that the parties actually switched their rule set.
And it was a comment where Ed Lover from Dr. Dre, Ed Lover, shout out to Ed Lover. He left a comment. His one of the comments got a lot of likes because he left a comment and said, no, it did switch.
Yeah, Martin Luther King was a Republican.
It did switch, and the Democrats are on something different from what they used to be on.
Correct.
That's what.
But this starts turning. See, this is where the problem comes in, is when people start trying to be. They try to intellectualize a real problem. Like, I want to sound smarter than you. I want to act like I know more than you in the order in which this happened.
Competition.
We know, right? People start really making something a battle of intellect that's supposed to be a battle of it's supposed to be compassion. You're supposed to be able to understand.
It's like religion.
It's like this. People will do foul shit to you, right? Real live foul shit. When a person do foul shit, or what do you say, self-serving shit, it's worse when a person is trying to be outwardly disrespectful to you. On top of that, we know these politicians is building businesses for themselves and got their own agendas. We fucking know that. I don't care who it is, nigga. I don't care if it's Barack Obama. I don't care what it is. People got something they're doing. They got people that help them get in place, and you got to pay that person back the way Chelsea would have to, help her, fuck Stacia's dude. If
right.
She, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got
favor for a favor.
Favor for a favor. So it's like, no, you can't just get me here and then I don't help out your situation. So they all got their own agendas. But when a man is coming on TV saying things directly to the public to incite racial divide, violence, and things of that nature, you don't want him on your fucking TV screen no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't have him because he's not doing, he's a part of the systematic part, but he's not just doing the shadow systematic part. He's doing the blatant part, getting it popping right now. That's why you got people putting up posts saying, we just waiting for that tweet from Trump. And you motherfuckers are going to be done in less than 1 hour if he sends out that tweet. I'm seeing people put up this nut shit because he's giving them that. It's like if Martin Luther King is speaking and making people feel peaceful, saying turn the other cheek and all that. This is a dude saying when the looting start, the shooting start. This is a person telling people to punch on people in the rallies and shit like that.
I think a lot of the people from our even white, and especially from our community, black and brown, whatever you want to call it. I think a lot of people be scared too. I think a lot of people be scared. And a lot of people fear, like, possibly one day a real revolution coming. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, that's why a lot of people stay silent on like these issues, and you got a lot of people that might feel like, no, Trump is the wave. I feel like how you feel though, Dev. Like I've heard about what Bill Clinton and his parties did in office. I've heard about the roles they played in mass incarceration. Have I went and researched and studied everything? No, I didn't. But I've heard it from some reliable sources where I'll take it into consideration. But at the same time, nobody has ever done what this president has done in my lifetime. Nobody has ever brung hatred to the forefront. Nobody has ever made this much racial tension be in the air. Yeah. I'm talking about across the fucking world.
The difference with this guy is a person that steal from you and a person that steal from you and spit in your face on top of it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's he's adding insult to injury, literally.
Yeah, he speaks as if it's like the 50s and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It got
like
it got that feel to it.
He giving out that energy. He literally leads the pep rally on this bullshit, because look how, I watched so many videos over the last 3 days of people being out there, nigger this. I watched a white woman yelling nigger to other white people
I saw that
was protesting, like, you standing with them? Nigger, nigger, nigger. And it's just like, they don't have no shame. They out there.
White people stealing off on them though. It's some. I sent you some of them clips.
Where
definitely. White people stealing off on white people.
Yeah.
Like over all this racial tension shit. Because even, I applaud it. I applaud it because some people be thinking like the white support is fake. A lot of times we think the white support is fake. Nah, they just saying that because they not really with us.
Nah, some
but
people
when you
with
got
it.
motherfuckers
Some
out
people
there,
is with it.
when
Some
you got
people with it.
motherfuckers out there coming running out the cut, when they see a white person record somebody doing all that extra racial shit and fucking with somebody, and they just steal off on them and all that shit, like, that's a different kind of energy, man. And for real, that's what, like, I ain't gonna say that I condone that type of violence and that I want that. But
I do.
We need that type of. We need white people and everybody that wants to live in a peaceful world and a world that sees just one race, a human race.
Right.
And
like right now in Philadelphia, there's some issues going on behind the Christopher Columbus statue.
That shit gotta come down.
And it's real crazy. So to be clear about this too, is something that it's fucked up, because there's people that try to use any bad situation to benefit off of it, right? And I'm gonna be real clear. There's a page that's called Martial Artists Against Racism, right? Now, if that page wants to operate and really hone in and zone in on the issues that might be there, I'm all for it. But what they did was they took my gym, my dojo, my family that I train with, and because one of these dudes that was out there protesting had on a NJMA, dojo shirt, tried to insinuate like the people that were there guarding the John was NJMA people.
Okay.
Which is far from the motherfucking truth. I don't know that. I know all them niggas that's in there training. White niggas, black niggas, Spanish, all that, right? It's a mixed race spot. The owner got a black wife and black kids. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about the head honcho. So I watched how this page kind of was like race baiting things. And even when my sensei reached out and said, hold on, I don't know that man. That's a man that came to one of our seminars, which is open to the public. Anyone can come and you can buy a t-shirt. And he had a t-shirt on. The dude don't look like he did one day of jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Dude looks terrible. You know what I'm saying? But even when he did that, the person didn't want to have that dialogue. They end up blocking him. They wanted that to fuel that story. So it's crazy that in the midst of some real shit, you got to be careful of the people that are trying to help. Like when Rich was talking about some people with fake help. It's like this person's more worried about a page. And I know they not black. I know, because I reached out and I talked to them, and from the things that they were saying, it was just ridiculous, the shit that they were saying back and forth to me. So, it's a lot of people that are posing and everything like that, and everything ain't always what it seems. But what I will say is, to everybody that's going out there standing up to fucking guard this neighbors coming out the way they did out in Fishtown?
Yeah.
Out in Fishtown, basically the same type motherfuckers coming out there talking about they guarding the statue. They don't give a fuck about that statue no other time. You feel what I'm saying? That statue stand there and represents a lot of evil to people. And people think it's just trendy that we been on this fuck Christopher Columbus. No, this been going on forever. We've always known what it was. Now all of a sudden they talking about it's a part of Italian history and we want to preserve the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that's willing to stand up and guard it gonna have to take what come with that.
They tore the one down in Camden. There was one right there at Cannon Hyde Park. They just tore it down. They went, it was same thing. Christopher Columbus right there at Cannon Hyde Park, Fairmount Park. I think they said that the mayor tried to the mayor or the politics tried to have it move before they took it, but the people got there. People got there and sledgehammered him up or whatever. Broke him all the
power
fuck up.
Power to the motherfucking people, man.
Nah, hey, man. I mean it's real shit though. People be so quick to say. It's like they say. People be so quick to be like, you know, and I get it because a lot of people is in tight positions. You got white people that ain't racist and they they probably feel under attack. I get it. I got white family. You know what I mean? My niece is white. I was just talking to this with somebody the other day. My son's is, half and half. I get it. It's awkward. It's awkward for my niece. It's awkward for people. But at the end of the day, we gotta really speak on what the fuck it is. You can't say you tired of nobody ripping down statues. You can't say you tired of buildings getting burnt down. You can't say you tired of nothing if you ain't saying you tired of black people being fucking oppressed and mistreated, killed, burned, tortured.
They knocking our head off, and we can't knock a statue's head off.
And we haven't heard not one person. Not one person. I mean, we have. So let me not say that. We have, and shout to the people that's speaking up. Celebrities, white celebrities, black celebrities, Latin celebrities, whatever the fuck you are. But if you haven't came out and said, I'm tired of racism, if you ain't say that first, then you can't say you tired of shit else until you say that you tired of racism. Because racism is why the fucking world is all where it's at right now. It's why we all waking up with awkward days. We all got mixed families. We all mixed ourselves. We come from shit and we deal with love. We deal with love, peace. That's like us that's in this room. Again, I said it before in this podcast. It's love in the room. If it ain't love in the room, we don't really want to be around it. That's just what it is. Right. So, and it don't matter what the fuck a motherfucker is. A motherfucker color, a motherfucker background. We don't even ask shit like that.
Right.
What is she? What is he? Where's she? Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So once we could get the world to that, and of course the leaders, I feel like the leaders is the main ones that have a lot of fucking growing and really some really self-checking to do.
Yeah. You got to realize that just because something existed before and was legal, or just because something is legal is right. It's like slavery was legal. These things were legal and they was fucked up. The same thing, like I said, down south, the way people feel about motherfucking Confederate flags. These motherfuckers was literal traitors, terrorists of the country. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And lost. Both. And people still I want to hold on to this.
Yeah, they don't want to get that shit up, man.
Saying I want to hold on to that is extra insulting because it's it's non-American. It's literally non-American. You can't say you a patriot.
It's literally a terrorist flag.
And literally. I get it, man. It's hard, especially for white people that's out there. I get it, yo. But until y'all speak up and really because I get it, every day, it's a lot of this history is resurfacing, and it's resurfacing for a reason because a lot of this same bullshit is still going on. So you starting to see quotes, I seen a quote earlier, a meme that was saying the word picnic actually came from a holiday that the white people used to have, to pick a nigga and lynch a nigga and all this crazy shit. So it's and I get it. Some white people, listen, some white people are seeing this stuff and they okay, because they they not racist. They know their ancestors might have was. They might have, it stems in their family, whatever. But they not. So they're okay. But you can't say okay. Stop speaking on it until you at least address it.
Yeah, you gotta embrace this.
You at least address it.
Right.
You at least address it around your people. If you got any people that are non-whites around you, that's family, friends, work environment, shit like that. All you gotta do is really just address it and let people know yo, I don't support that. I'm not with that. I love all humans, but you gotta mean it. You can't just say it and it's not really something that you live. That's why me personally, I know I don't got no problem saying it, man. I don't got no problem saying it, coming out and just speaking on, because like I said, if it was me in that position, and if it was really Puerto Ricans that went through what majority blacks went through, and still going through what the blacks are going through right now, I would be sitting in the cut and all the Puerto Ricans was speaking up yo, this this is really happening to us, y'all. It's crazy. I would really like be sitting back and I would want everybody else to say, yo, nah, it's true.
Absolutely.
And it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just about being 100 and calling a spade and fear nothing but the law. You know, we fear, like, that's just it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I fear is the law and not doing what the law wants me to do for my time that I'm on this earth and in this journey.
Exactly, man. But you know, we out of time right now, man. We about to get up out of here. This is what I will leave y'all with. This was the Father's Day edition. And we got to learn the story of GB and his you know, son that is now how old?
Oh, he's 13 now.
13 now, and that whole situation is crazy because GB was going raw. He was running around. He was raw.
But salute the GB, and I don't just say that because we need, again, man, we need more men to like step up in situations like GB's where a lot of dudes can duck and a lot of dudes won't even go take tests because it just, you know, they don't even want to deal with it. And it's just like, my guy, like, come on, man, we men out here. We men, and when you bring a young man into this world, you know, and you get wind of it. That's like when I got wind of mine, and my mom said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when she first seen the baby, she was like, this your baby. This look like your dad. It's like, yo, come on, we got a duty out here not to lead them out here in this world cold by themselves, just trying to figure this shit out. And you see how cold it is as a grown man. And even if you struggling as a man, then that should be fuel for you to like try to get it together and think it through and really try to pull yourself together because we need it.
And women, don't leave the men out there cold. Make sure that you do more for them for this Father's Day. Hit them off with something real nice. And if you going to listen, the vagina, vagina is not the joint. That's not it, right?
And don't get the money and don't get the money from them to do it.
Hold on. Yeah, right. Don't do that either. And I want to leave y'all with this. Chelsea, tell them what they need to do.
What, slide in my DM?
No.
Whoa. So
See how she took it back to her son. It's Father's Day.
They gonna go crazy.
Whoa, I was telling her what the instructions was that they were supposed to do for the men.
Oh, yeah, I was joking. I know what he want me to say. He want me to tell the ladies that you gotta go home, take care of your man, slob on the nab, swallow the cab.
And we out, man. We out.
We out of here.
They got us pinned down. Fuck what you heard. We pinned down. I can't feel. They're gonna kill me. They got us pinned down, but I won't cease. I'm gonna die for me. You're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me. I'm gonna die for me. They're gonna remember me. You're gonna remember me.
Let me talk to him.
I'm gonna die for me. I'm gonna die for me.
They got me back all in this camo, strapping all this ammo. That's right. Ain't no time for bitching, don't be switching like no channels. That's treason, and damn sure big enough reason. The digger trade a grave and then you leave him in it breathing. We heathens, and honestly been trying to play the nice role. Lips flap till they head crack like a dice roll. It's fuck your gangster if it's no respect for ours. Smaller we with all the smoke, we accept the odds. Don't care about no rap buzz. We'll pull up where you at, cuz. Put flies over your corpse and give you that buzz. Black gloves, fuck love, we here for all the paper. The cash, the toilet paper, stack it as tall as scrapers. The goal to get your weight up, but this K'll make you lose some. It's still a million ways for you to die and you can choose one. Iris on these viruses, I pray for those we lost. I pray we see the truth here, our foes and what they are.